with another episode of My Car Story. And today I'm with friend Kevin Rogers, and Kevin has a great car. Kevin, what did you bring here today?
69 Torino Talladega.
And this one, there's only how many left?
Around 200.
Around 200. So let us take no further ado and go right to the car. Well, we've put it in the sun for you. And I'm going to step back so you can see the silhouette. Now tell us a little bit about the whole Talladega history.
Well, it started out as just a regular Torino GT, Cobra GT, and they chopped the front end off it, and they modified 750 of them. They had to do 500 for NASCAR. So Holman Moody redesigned the front end for wind, and it has 29 wins in the 2 years that it was racing, and I think it's like 28 wins in NASCAR out of those 2 years. And Petty was driving these. And then he went back to the Chrysler product when they made the Superbird and the Daytona.
Richard Petty.
Yes.
And obviously we're starting in the back of this one with this great tail. And I'm just thinking out loud. And I'll show you closely as I get closer. You see the T's for the Talladega. And you've got, that's got to be impossible to try to find another one of those caps.
It's not really a cap, it's a dummy.
Oh, it's a dummy cap. So,
Yes.
so is the gas?
The gas tank is behind the plate here.
Show me. Oh yeah, I thought that was like a Mustang where you just pull off your stallion and go from there. All right, well, let's take one more step back. And the haunches on this one are just, I think they really did that well. Look at how streamlined. And we'll take a moment because we've got some trunk and treats. So here's our trunk and treats. And right off the bat, we have the jack information. This little tag right there. We have our 69 Torino Fairlane Ranchero owner's manual. I'm going to take that here. You can see some of the details. Comfort and convenience features. Your Ranchero details. Our temporary owner's card. Here's your window sticker. I can't make out what that total was. I get to read that though. Cool. And then the all-important Marty report. Showing you that this one is the real deal. And we'll show you that when we go to the interior. And we're back. Let's take a look at the interior. We will turn this one around and put the engine in the light. You're going to want to see it, Kevin, may I?
Yes.
Thank you. And I want to show, first of all, let me show the rims too. Now, were the rims always chrome, or did you do that?
I bought different rims for it. I have the stock ones. They were painted argent silver, and they were also 14s. These are 15s.
Those are 15s. They call this Wimbledon White.
Yes.
It has a nice black stripe. And take a look. That's got to be difficult to clean that back window.
You have to have long arms to reach that.
Yeah. And then look at the nice angle on the design. And then no mistaking that you're in a Talladega.
And you can see that's the registry that I'm in for right there.
Is that it?
Yeah. That's it. There you go.
There we go. Oh, that's cool. Bonus trunk and treats.
Yeah.
So let me share the overall interior. And let's dive in. Is that a hood release I see? It looks like it.
Yes. With the extended front end, you couldn't reach the normal 68 or 69 Torino was right in the front there.
So that's a Talladega thing only.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You know, all of the fun little pieces that come with it. Now, no tack?
No, that's an add-on tack under the dash.
No, I see that, but nothing,
No, really no gauges to speak of either.
and no clock, but there's our well done tack. And how did you find the Talladega keychain?
Oh, I ordered it off the internet.
When they only made 200 of them, I was surprised that they'd make that.
Yeah. They make a t-shirt and all that.
Is that right?
The radio, like I said, was the only option in this car, and it was $61.40.
A little red, white, and
Only an
blue
AM
right
radio.
there. So that was the only option for this car.
Yep.
The Philco. And then it defines what we have here. As you can see the toggles, I'll try to get those right. Just like that. And your piece there. Is that 60,696.95 original miles?
Yes.
Wow. Try to get that.
It's all numbers. Matching car. It's stamped on the casing of the trans and on the back of the head.
Kind of neat little piece there. And then your large rough. We'll turn it around for you so you can see that. So here we have the front end of this car for you. And this one, well, it's special. This is not your normal Torino, and I'll share with you why. Number one of the reasons why, as Kevin shared, they were doing so well in NASCAR is because of the nose, as you could see, well, it's flat. On top of that, and I'll give you the overall length of the car here, you can see how aerodynamic it is. And some of that is because they extended the nose. These fenders are not the normal size fenders, and we'll show you that in just a second. So we've got the matte hood with the Ford lettering across it. And one other thing before we open the hood for you is I saw those little Ford emblems on each side. I thought that was kind of cool. Let's pop this hood and show them the difference, Kevin. Now, one thing I'll share with you as you look at the front, well, you don't see any turn lights, but they're here behind the grille. Tell us what those are.
Those were leftovers on a shelf, so they didn't have normal turn signals because this is an adapted front end. So they just took what they had on the shelf to put it together.
And I'm going to try to share this with you. I hope the camera will get this. But we're going to try to show you there's like a bead.
There's a leaded extension right about here.
A leaded extension. If the camera can get that. Maybe it can.
You can see right here where they actually cut it. This is the spot.
So there's the spot. I'm going to see if the camera can get that. Show you that lead cut in there. I'm just going to trust it. I hope that it catches it. It might not, but regardless. So these are extensions to your headlights as well.
Yes, the factory made those up to make up for the different length.
And then you've got your oil cooler and the almighty, the Cobra jet, correct?
Yes.
The 428 for Venturi. Now they're normally, you were sharing, there was a smog pump or something, or
There was a refractor pump on them, and there was rails running to each exhaust port.
Okay.
And it reused the gas. It was on before I bought the car. You can buy aftermarket ones, but
And there's just no room to get those plugs out of here.
no.
That's for sure. Well, let's fire this 428 up, shall we? We'll.
They said this rated for insurance purposes at 332 horsepower, 35 horsepower, and later on Ford had confessed that it was like 410.
Is that right?
Yes.
Let's hear it idle.
Okay.
And then we'll give it a rev. Was the booster this big on the brakes?
Yes.
Oh, wow. 1969, that's pretty good. Oh, that's smooth. That's real smooth.
Always has been.
Yeah. Can we step on the brakes for a second? Excellent. Just let it idle for a second. Okay, Gavin, give it a little rev there. One more time. That's good stuff right there. I think it's time to take it for a ride.
Okay.
So Kevin, it's always fun to see you, and nothing like taking a ride in the Torino Talladega, the rare one that it is.
Yes.
How do you feel when you're driving this?
Kind of normal. I mean, you get a lot of looks and a lot of thumbs up, but most of the people really, they don't know what a Talladega is.
So do you find you have to explain it at every car show, or do you have a little display? Or
anybody who really has like car show,
cred.
Intelligence, they kind of
Car show cred.
yeah, they
Car show credibility.
They recognize it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've all seen it in pictures and stuff.
But they've never seen one live.
Right.
And this is the only one I've seen live, so it's really fun to come and video this car with you.
This one, 2019 Concours d'Elegance in Milwaukee, and there was one other there, and it was a maroon one.
Yeah.
And he had pulled the engine because he had a dead cylinder, so he had to do some rebuild work. But mine was more original. It's never been taken apart, really. I've had what do you call it? Valve seals put in it.
Yeah.
So I've had the heads off it, but the rotating part of the engine has never been taken apart.
Got it. I just want to show people that hood and a little bit of our ride, because although we are in Illinois and it's a little cool, and this is a nice car, and it rides really well.
Yeah.
Wow. We're back on the racetrack.
Yes.
That is awesome.
This was at Rockford Speedway. I went around the track once with it.
Did you?
Yeah.
That had to be a thrill.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, it gets up and goes. That 428 has no hesitation, that's for sure.
No, it doesn't.
Well, Kevin, it's always a treat to come and see you, and I'll just give people a little bit more of our ride so they can enjoy a beautiful morning, afternoon, whatever time they're watching it, evening. Just enjoy that ride with us. It's always so much fun to be with you. Thanks for being on the channel.
No problem. Thank you.